दे बंधन, तन मन से तू हो जा समर्पण। पंचेंद्रिय का छोड़ दे बंधन, तन मन से तू हो जा समर्पण। दिव्य ज्योतिर्मय देह धारण कर, बाबा के पास जा होके मगन। प्रेम की डोर में मोती पिरो के, प्रेम की डोर में मोती पिरो के। कर ले सच्चा श्रृंगार, उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में। नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे बन के फरिश्ता बाबा से मिलना, देना संदेश हमारा। बन के फरिश्ता बाबा से मिलना, देना संदेश हमारा। याद प्यार हम सबका देना, लावतन का नजारा। सच्ची लगन से बन जा बाबा के, सच्ची लगन से बन जा बाबा के। तू गले को हार, उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में। नीले अंबर के उस पार, हो नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे ओ बाबा तुम मात पिता हो, तुम ही हो जग के तारनहार। ओ बाबा तुम मात पिता हो, तुम ही हो जग के तारनहार। दुख हरता तुम सुख करता हो, गुणों के भंडार। हम सब बच्चे गाते हैं तेरी, हम सब बच्चे गाते हैं तेरी। महिमा अपरंपार, उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में। नीले अंबर के उस पार, नीले अंबर के उस पार। पंछी रे उड़ जा प्यारे वतन में। नीले बाबा अब भी साथ हमारे हैं।
कई बार बच्चे कहते हैं कि उसने गलती की ना, तो आपको भी फोर्स से कहना पड़ता है। थोड़ा अपना स्वभाव भी, मुख भी फोर्स वाला हो जाता है। तो उसने गलती की, लेकिन आपने जो फोर्स दिखाया, क्या वो गलती नहीं है? उसने और गलती की, आपने अपने मुख से जो फोर्स से बोला, जिसको क्रोध का अंश कहेंगे, तो वो राइट है। क्या गलत गलत को ठीक कर सकता है? आजकल के समय अनुसार अपने बोल को फोर्सफुल बनाना, ये भी विशेष अटेंशन रखो, क्योंकि जोर से बोलना या तंग होके बोलना, वो तो बदलता नहीं, लेकिन ये भी दूसरे नंबर के विकार का अंश कहा जाता है। मुख से बोल ऐसे निकले जैसे फूलों की वर्षा हो रही। मीठा बोल, मुस्कुराहट चेहरा, मीठी वृत्ति, मीठी दृष्टि, मीठा संबंध संपर्क, ये भी सर्विस का साधन है। बच्चे, मैं आपके सदा साथ हूँ।
Om Shanti. Transformation of old sanskars and old nature. Be plain in your awareness, words, and actions in order to make both the plans and practical application of them equal. Be plain in your awareness, plain in your words and actions. That is, they should be elevated. Let there not be any stains of old sanskars at all. When you become plain in this way, the plans will become practical. Then success will fly like an airplane. Now transform the old nature and old sanskars. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 10. Transformation of old sanskars and old nature. Today's topic, be plain in your awareness, words, and actions. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Can you all hear me? Lots of love from Shantiman. Big babas. One is garden or it's Baba's town, right? Land of peace or town of peace or garden of peace. It's vast here, unlimited, everything. Now it's a little bit quieter because the group which came for Baba, they have left. Another group is arriving. Many double foreigners are also coming. So it's very beautiful here. Baba wants us to be very clean and valuable, like flawless diamond. He cannot see children or diamond, his diamonds have any flaws. That is why he's drawing attention to that you should not have even force in your words. Someone makes mistake, and if our response is also, which is a mistake, it didn't improve the situation. Right? I like when Baba said, Baba gives you new device for service, and that is sweet attitudes, sweet drishti, sweet words. So when Baba gives us a new device for service, like we talked a lot of Mansa Seva, before we never talked that much. So now we should think more about what Baba said today. Attitude and our words. And that's not only for service, will also change our sanskars. It was beautiful homework, right? Whole day. Maybe not lot transformation we see same day. But we have definitely worked on ourselves to be a detached observer. As I mentioned yesterday, that you have to see, you have to hear. But seeing is when you use the eye of knowledge, see everything based on knowledge, like scene of drama, test. Drama is drama, past is past. So it's very mm, interesting where from detached observer we move on to plain attitude, plain words and plain actions. Quite a amazing topic. What is plain awareness? Because our pure awareness is soul consciousness. I am soul, I am pure, I am peaceful, I am loveful, my eternal state. That is pure awareness. But then the sanskars of body consciousness based, so the sanskars which are accumulation of our own actions of body consciousness. So from there emerges from time to time the thoughts. So the word in translated to Simriti is awareness. But Simriti is also memories. What do I think? What do I remember? So what kind of thoughts emerge from the past? Whatever has happened, who said what, this happened. So this doesn't keep our awareness very plain. It has dots, it has spots. So how we don't allow to retain in awareness things from the past. Because when they are retained in awareness, it's not a plain, it's not clear, it's not cleaned. And when awareness is not clean, Simriti, which is considered to be the power, which is called samarthi, that means your ability. And that is why there is difference between what you plan and what happens in practical. So we all see some gap. Stage is elevated, thoughts are elevated, but sometimes our response is not accordingly. That's what we call as reaction. Right? So when there is clean and plain awareness, you will instantly know that that Simriti is bringing what Baba called as Samarthi. Samarthi could be power, ability, capacity. So actually that pure awareness, clean awareness, plain awareness will keep enhancing, keep elevating our stage, our powers. And so we can know through the result that our ability is being sharpened, mm, is I'm feeling more power through awareness, through remembrance, or it's same. So then we will have to keep aim how to keep this uh, simriti or awareness completely pure, completely clean. That means every moment is new, is different, is fresh, but it could get conditioned by the influence that I have to keep it pure. Only allow beautiful things, beautiful relationship, understanding into awareness. Same is about words. Baba said today words should be like you are showering flowers. And I connect that lot with detached observer. When we observe but not detach, then our words can be ordinary words. Or Baba had been saying a lot about forceful words. Because we think by force you can make your point clear. Sometimes it works other way around. And plain actions, honesty, total honesty. Whatever I am doing, my relationship with others, in everything, just be very, very honest. It's when you are honest, it's so easy. And your honesty, the quality of honesty will bring or pull the gifts from the nature elements. Whether it is matter or material, it will be showered on you. I am instrument for Baba and I live a simple life, a disciplined life. That means my actions are plain. So constantly there will be cooperation. Our Dadi Prakashpani was the example for us because she was very truthful and honest. And these are the qualities, they create bhavna in others. They might not be visible, but they have a lot of strength. If we are instrument, which we all are, honesty is very important. And it's, as I said, it's might be not visible, but visible in our the way we live, way we spend. with just being a trustee. It's not for myself, Baba's Yagya. So that honesty also, which makes our actions very plain. I don't have to hide, I don't have to tell lie, I don't have to do anything wrong. So that kind of honesty. And honesty is what we call as plain actions. It's not just saying I am doing for Baba, using my time, my energy, all resources from Baba. Because after belonging to Baba, whatever I am receiving, I am being sustained with or given for service is from Baba. Before was old account, right? It was from here, there. Now, whatever anyone gives is for Baba. And when I use it, it's for Baba. One time someone was offering a big house and I said, we don't need such big house. And that person said immediately, that it's not for you, it's for Baba. So those who give, they have to have awareness is for Baba. And those who use it, they also have to have awareness. It's just Baba's. Even you are instrument. And because of that bhavna, cooperation comes. But I shouldn't have that subtle feeling, but rather it's Baba who is doing it. Baba is the one who is making it happen. So if we want success, want to remain very light, we want every thought which has any planning or idea gets implemented, happens in practical. And for that, we need plain awareness, plain words, and also actions. So we will reflect on that more, pay attention on our awareness, words, and also actions. I'm sure working on this, taking it as our homework, will definitely bring many experiences and benefits. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Transformation of old sanskars and old nature. Be plain in your awareness, words, and actions. In order to maintain both the plans and practical application of them equal, be plain in your awareness, plain in your words and actions. That is, they should be elevated. Let there not be any stains of old sanskars at all. When you become plain in this way, the plans will become practical. Then success will fly like an airplane. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. So thank you, Didi. And yes, we are waiting for our angel brother, right? So I also want to request everyone that we are getting this golden opportunity, and let's take the maximum benefit of it. And attending live, it has its own importance, right? So whatever time has been contributed from our angel brother, let's be together and take the maximum benefit. So now let's invite welcome to our Vikti journey, living and serving with our Brahmin family. So welcome, Angel, brother again.
Om Shanti, dear Sister Bhumi and Didi. I was just enjoying the sharing, and of course, what Bab Dada said in just before the folk songs, and it was very powerful for me because I'm in Argentina at the moment. Of course, seeing Didi in Madhuban, we all are missing Madhuban and missing her, but I come to inaugurate our new retreat center in Argentina, about 50 kilometers from Buenos Aires. And it's such a beautiful place. They called it Paraíso, which means paradise, which is really, really beautiful. It's quite big and beautiful gardens. So just been enjoying, especially how Baba said this morning in the morning that we should give value to the yagya. And this idea came up just now when Didi was talking. What does it mean to be a protector of the yagya? Of course, there's this aspect of trustee and being honest. I remember in Madhuban, Mount Abu dialogue at the end of the 90s. And we were in small groups with these contact souls. In the group that I was in, people were so honest about their difficulties and about their efforts and so on. And so we created a phrase, how honesty creates ease, makes things easy. You don't need to run around. That's why it's connected with being plain, straight, and simple. And if we're protectors of the yoga, it's probably the main quality we have to have in the way that we value things. But not only that, I want to share with you a few ideas, but this whole idea of getting upset with others, what is it that happens? And how can we respond with showers of flowers in our words if something really not very good happens? And this is where we are tested. We're always tested in our weak points. And how is it that we can become that detached observer so that we are playing our awareness? It means our awareness is pure and unmixed with any sort of rubbish. And so the thoughts, words, and actions come out really, really beautifully. And that creates a very powerful and pure vibration around us. And that's probably the main contribution that we can give to the yagya as the yagya's protectors. The yagya is like a flame. So a flame of both our love, but it's also the flame of our surrender, our giving to Baba. And of course, the flame is burning because of not only my efforts, but the efforts of everyone. So if I, get upset, it's like throwing a bucket of water on the flames of the yagya. If I get angry, especially in Baba's house, it's like, I'm just putting out the fire of the yagya. And that, in fact, this afternoon we were having a meeting with the core group here about service. And, we don't have people so great in online service, which is like our main type of service these days. People tend not to come to our centres physically. They prefer to listen to things online. And we don't have such great presenters, but what we do have is the purity that we can, we can create an attraction to the centre through the flame of the yajna, but with our purity. So I love this idea that Didi brought up about sharpening our awareness and eliminating the gap between our aim and the practice. I want to share with you some images, and like Baba said today about the storms of Maya. So I want to show you something here. It's like, this is a picture of a hurricane. Yeah. And you can see in the middle here, I'm just running the mouse over it. This is so-called eye of the storm. And from one side to the other, this is a picture of a hurricane in the Caribbean, which is quite a popular place for hurricanes to form. You know, the distance between here and here is about 25 kilometers. So the winds are like, it's like 300 kilometers or 400 kilometers from one side and the other to the hurricane. And the winds are near the eye, just around the rim of the eye, they're like 200, 300 kilometers per hour. But in the eye, they're only 25 kilometers per hour. So this is a symbol of when there's a storm, the best place to be is in the eye of the storm and not being carried around by the winds of circumstance. So if I go to the center of whatever's happening around me, and this is very useful when we're interacting with others, and before we get upset, before we start along, feeding our own negative sanskars into the situations, which ends up sort of disturbing not only the center, but it disturbs the flames of the yajna, right? And Baba says, please give value to the yajna that he's created. That was today's Morley. So I want to show you what could these winds be at a personal level. There are sort of stuck here. To go out and go back in again. I'm sorry about this. It got stuck. So you've got here, again, the eye of the storm. Again, it's stuck again. Oh dear. I would just talk to it anyway. So you get the idea of the eye of a storm, yeah? So you've got this eye, which is a space from which we can observe things, what people are doing, how people are. And Baba says, be trikaldashi, not only for ourselves when we're thinking about the cycle, but we should be trikaldashi when we look with others. Since this series is about living with and working with others, it's absolutely a good practice to be trikaldashi with others. So, but to be trikaldashi, I have to become detached. I have to go to the eye of the storm or the winds of circumstance going around and around. And then I can see more clearly. So what does that mean? So it's all about living and working with others. So I have to see others as in the whole part. Every single soul has a past, a present, and a future. If I just get stuck in the present and my circumstances and my egos and what someone said and what I should react as and all of the latest information about that, I become locked into a very limited perspective, or rather a limited awareness. And what I have to do is to open that out. So every soul has a future. So if someone's doing something not very good, what is the consequence of that? If I can see the soul later on paying for that particular bad act, I will be merciful. And let me give that soul a past as well. Everyone has a past. Every single attitude has a history. And so if I can see a bigger story, I will have the right context, and I'll be able to, I'll be able to have compassion. And so it's all about opening up and seeing, So I'm in the middle of this situation where things are pressuring on me from all sides. So at a physical level, I have to look after my health, I have to look after my finances, I have to look after the family, I have to look after the connection that I have with the center, I have to look after all sorts of interests. And there are two ways of doing that. I can be caught up in the winds of all of those things. My contacts are pressuring here, the family's pressuring there, I have to do the service in the center, I have to go to my job. So if I'm just jumping around from one thing to the other, I won't be able to have a stable vision. And of course, stability is very important to keep things plain, right? Plain also means flat in a way. It's like there's no mixture. It's very simple, as Didi was saying. So if I want to keep myself simple, I have to go to the eye of the storm, which is relatively calm. I can look at all of these winds going around and the pressures that are coming in from service, the pressures that are coming in from my job, from my family, all of those things are around me, but I'm in the middle. And just like if someone is in the center of a circle, the center doesn't move. The center does not move. And if it's even if it's a disc spinning around, the center of something doesn't move. Everything moves around it, but the center is still. So I have to train myself to always go to the center of things. There are 360 degrees of things happening around me physically. I'm in the middle between the past and the future. I'm in the present. Present is still also. And I'm also in the center of my life. So in the center of my life, I have different relationships and connections with people and things. And if I become stable in the center, what happens is that I will have a positive impact on the people and things that are connected with me. My peace will spread out from the center. I'm in the center, I'm detached, I'm observing, and observation has to be trikaldashi. I'm seeing the past, the present, and the future of what's going on. So I have the full perspective. I don't get upset, and if I don't get upset, I don't get angry, and I can continue to shower the words in, shower flowers in my words. So it's a very subtle thing. And in this Dharma-based leadership course, we look deeply into this, how to stay still. Once I took a picture of the lake in Peace Village, and that particular morning, it was like 5 a.m, the sun was already up, it was in the summer. And the lake was completely still, like a mirror, completely a mirror. And somehow I was holding the phone and taking the photo. And with the other hand, I picked up a rock and threw it in the lake. And suddenly that perfect picture of the reflection was completely disturbed. You couldn't see anything anymore. So when the mind is still, it's like a lake that has become a mirror. And therefore it can reflect correctly what's around. If it becomes disturbed, I can't reflect correctly about anything. So I have to make it up, I have to invent, I have to interpret, I have to imagine. But if my mind is clear and plain, I can see things, I can reflect very clearly about things, and then I can understand things. And if I fully understand things, really, it's impossible to get upset and angry with anyone. And my tendency will be to be sweet and kind and clear and, but as Didi was saying, beautiful, have a beautiful personality. But if I'm caught up in the winds of circumstances, whatever they are, relationships, connections, money, health, I will be less disposed to be kind, because half of me will be fighting the situations, and there's not enough energy left over to either understand the people around me and the things that are happening, neither can I respond to things in a beautiful way. So these were just a few thoughts that, I was listening to them all and I was trying to get something out of this Dharma-based leadership course to share with you. And this is what I came up with just very, very quickly. So being at the center of things, I can become a detached observer because I have activated my Trikaldashi consciousness. And I also become, therefore, more loving, more kind, more understanding of the things around me. And, in that way, that's probably the best contribution I can make to the yajna. We can give money, we can give time, we can give our talents to the yajna. But probably the best thing that we can give to the yajna is our pure thinking and our pure way of seeing people and interacting with them. That's the best contribution to the yajna. Okay, so let's have some meditation now. Om Shanti. There's some questions here, but I'll take them up tomorrow. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Transformation of old nature and old sanskars. Be plain in your awareness, words, and actions. In order to make both the plans and practical application of them equal, be plain in your awareness, plain in your words and actions. That is, they should be elevated. Let there not be any stains of old sanskars at all. When you become plain in this way, the plans will become practical. Then success will fly like an airplane.
Purani nature व संस्कारों का परिवर्तन स्मृति, वाणी और कर्म में प्लेन। प्लान और प्रैक्टिकल को समान बनाने के लिए स्मृति में प्लेन, वाणी में भी प्लेन और कर्म में भी प्लेन अर्थात श्रेष्ठता हो। कोई भी पुराने संस्कार का कहाँ दाग न हो। जब ऐसे प्लेन हो जाएंगे तब प्लान और प्रैक्टिकल एक हो जाएंगे। फिर सफलता एरोप्लेन की मुआफिक उड़ेंगी।